This is your mother, the Earth. I am also called Goddess Gaia. I am the consciousness that is in the form of a planet. And I am a living, breathing emanation of the source of all creation. I wish to share with you what I know about the work you are doing individually and collectively to rise with me in my ascension into my full planetary expression of God in this form. Humanity has lived on me, with me, and in me throughout most of my existence. Beings from other dimensions, from other planetary systems, have brought themselves to this planet, to me, because of my location in the constellation of planets within this solar system. And these beings have brought to this planet, to me, their understandings, their wisdom, their purposes to advance themselves and to advance those beings who have been living on Earth. Some of them have used my people and my resources for their own good. Some of them have come to raise the consciousness and understanding of those living upon my surface, so that they may be more fully aware of what they are capable of and who they are as expressions of the divine. You have lived under the influence of those who seek to control your light and your love. They have sought to control the expression because they did not remain connected to the one source of all life. And so they created in ways that entrapped, that diminished, that put certain groups of humanity into slavery and into the serving of their will. And in this process, they created mechanisms in which humanity was even more distorted and oppressed and taught lies and falsehoods that made humanity dependent upon these beings who had more awareness and power within them than was apparent on this planet. I am speaking to you now because you have arrived at the point of transition, the point of transformation, the point of shifting out from under the influence of those who would use your light and your love as power sources to feed their systems because they disconnected themselves from the original source that you continue to be connected with. And because you are connected, when you raise your vibration, meaning when you clear away your internal darkness and misunderstandings, you begin to be the light that you are, the love that you are, the truth that you are. And when you are being the love and the light and the truth, you have automatically withdrawn from the external systems that rely on your source of power. And so the work you are doing within yourselves is both critical to do, meaning it is important to do, and you are succeeding. And the reason you are succeeding is every time you feel something that pulls you down and you take the time to examine it and see if it is true or not, and then you decide that you will release it and turn it over to your Godself so that it does not exist within your system, that action of releasing and turning over raises your vibration. When you live from a raised vibration, the factions that want to suck your energy for themselves cannot even find it because they are operating in frequencies that your higher vibration is above, and they cannot operate in the higher frequencies that you reside in when you are in your pure God self. When you reside in these higher frequencies for most of your days, throughout your days, throughout your interactions with others, throughout your quiet times of thought, you are untouchable. And you are with me, for I am in these higher vibrations now. And what you see on the planet is the revealing of what has been going on for thousands and thousands of years in different forms. You are seeing now what is in your societies, what is in the minds of your leaders and your co-workers and your peers, your parents, your friends, your siblings, those you encounter in your neighborhoods. You are able to discern who is living from a core of love and who is living from a core of fear. And in those encounters, you, in your higher vibration, can observe without being affected, without joining, and perhaps by adding and expressing your love in a most personal way. And you will notice in your personal life that there is no negativity. There is no constant pressure to perform for others. But those patterns, if they still exist within your system, need to be removed. And use the energy that those patterns were using to lift yourself up, to explore the depths of who you are as an individual expression of Creator. And rejoice in that exploration. Discover those new things about yourself that you have not known before. And understand, beloveds, your emotions are energy sensors and transmitters, and that is all. They mean nothing, but they do have sensation within your physical system. Emotions arise or are triggered often by outside influences. Emotions are suppressed when you are growing up in certain environments that tell you to stop feeling what you are feeling and stop expressing what you are expressing, because that's what they were taught. And over time, you learn to suppress and hide certain things. Sometimes that certain thing was anger about the way you felt about a particular thing or the way you were treated. There are some cultural households that thrive on angry expressions, and there are some that do not allow it in any form. And so that anger, instead of being naturally expressed and gone, then gets suppressed and pushed down, and that it infects other areas of your life. And so I bring up this topic of emotions because imagine what I get to feel with all of the emotions of all of the humans on this planet that I do not want to feel. But yet, we are one, and so I do. And I am at the end of my tolerance for those disturbing and negative vibrational emotions that so many humans carry and express. You are way showers. You are the ones who do the work on the inside and show it on the outside in your daily life and interactions. And people feel the difference. They want to be around you. They want to hear the sound of your voice. They want your embrace, your hug, because you nourish them with your own presence. As you nourish yourself, your psyche, as you clear and become aware of what is true for you, hold that in your heart and live from it. especially if others don't like it. You have to be the real, true you. And so you have groups like this, in which you feel supported and can express your truth freely. You are with me in this rising into higher frequencies. And I hold you with my love. I support you in all you wish to do. When you are clear within yourself that that is your desire and not your desire for someone else. That is all, beloveds. Thank you for receiving me. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved.